And we're a go.
Nice.
So we've got. Have you seen the latest stuff from Free Eye Atlas?
No, I've saved it all up for today.
Nice. I think the new pictures look pretty cool. But hold on, let me rewind this again. We don't want his mug. I think
No, we'll get X instead.
Or you.
So this is one of the most recent and, in my opinion, most fascinating images of 3i Atlas. It is a strange and ghostly image, to say the least, and once you enhance the image, it gets even more interesting. But let's talk about what we're seeing here. This spindly tail, and once again, this is what various astronomers are calling a tail, but man, it doesn't look like the tails that I have seen on other comets in the past. Looks more like tentacles, 3 different smoke-like wisps of gaseous material of some kind streaming out from behind the object. Once again, this is in accordance with the direction of a typical cometary tail. It is heading in the direction of the solar wind. But what is more significant is the anti-tail, something that we talk about all the time with 3i Atlas. It doesn't show up as well when you resolve it to this level of brightness, but if you look at it this way, then the anti-tail becomes very, very apparent. Indeed, the structure of all of these jets become extremely apparent. This doesn't look like a comet, and I've inserted a typical cometary image for you.
Let's pause that. Yeah. So, what do you think?
So I think that's nuts. Is that thing that's coming out the front of it? So are they suggesting it is like off-gassing or something that's coming out the front or bursting out?
Jets of gas that are like straight. And what's also weird about it, I can't remember if he mentions it in this video. It might have been the next one. The whole thing is rotating as well, every 16 minutes or something like that. It rotates, but like these jets do not break up. Like there's no interruption with them at all.
So the jet is still facing forward.
Yeah, in front of the comet.
Its rotation.
Originally, everyone thought it was facing the sun, but after it's gone past the sun, they can see it's actually in front of the comet.
So here's a question then. That thing coming up the front, if it's like a really forceful jet and stuff, how, therefore, did it even speed up? Surely it would slow down if there's something shooting out the front.
Well, that's another thing. Someone made a point that they, as it went around behind the sun, I think this only got released yesterday or the day before, that there was actually another sign of non-gravitational acceleration just as it went out of view from us. So like it sped up slightly just as it went past the sun.
That's really weird.
And I'm pretty sure I don't think they're talking about the same NGA that we spotted as it came out from behind the sun, because we noticed one just after it as well, that like it had somehow just slightly changed direction due to another bit of non-gravitational acceleration. So I think there's 2 points where this has happened. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I'm pretty sure they were implying.
And see that gas to me that's coming out the back. That's a genuine image, with the green at the. Obviously, it's been colorized, but that green bit.
No, that's the actual color of it right now, because he mentions in this video that it's been changing color. It's green now. A week ago, it was blue.
What?
Yeah. I mean, that can happen with comets anyway because of all the different gases and whatnot when they start melting and sublimating or whatever. There's like different colors and whatnot. But yeah, this has changed colors a few times. Because I'm pretty sure when we first spotted it, or when they first spotted it, should I say, it was red.
You know what it looks like to me? So the one in the insert picture, that's just a normal looking comet.
Normal looking comet, yeah.
Yeah. So that, if you told me that was going at, 500,000 miles an hour, or you told me it was going at 10 miles an hour, I'd be like, whatever, it's just the tail coming out, you can't really tell. But this one here, the one with the green on it, the way that smoke and stuff is coming out the back, it looks like that that's come out in like one go? Because if that was going at a fair amount of speed, that wouldn't be left behind like that, right? That looks like a plume of that bit of smoke would be long gone.
Well, I'm not sure about that because then you got to think about nebulas and stuff like that, and we can see gas in space all the time.
No,
So,
no, but what I'm saying is,
so like
if
the
you
way that's like spread out at the back,
right,
I would feel like that is how it would go with. I mean, we don't. I guess we don't see it with the normal comet. It is
see that
weird. It is weird.
see the bit in the middle where the bright star is.
Yeah,
If you come down from that and you've got that really kind of bright part,
yeah,
it looks like a giant C kind of shape,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, if you were standing there smoking a joint and you puffed out some smoke, how long would it take for the green atlas to get from where you are to where it is in the photo? That's my point. Because if you puffed out some smoke and then legged it down the road, that bit of smoke that you've left behind would be long out of frame in
Well,
no.
I
That
guess
thing's
it would
probably
depend
so
on how
fast.
fast it's being pushed out as well. I guess that would have an effect.
I don't know
But
because it'd
then,
still be there,
but
wouldn't it?
that's the, and but that's a no, well, that's a weird thing because that is what comets do. Like that big tail we see in that insert, that is
Mm,
just gas being pushed out at high speed. That's
okay.
sublimating. It's going so fast, and that's why we get the
Yeah,
tail.
yeah, and it's like in a
With
big
this,
stream because it's going so fast. Yeah.
yeah. Um. Oh, I had a point and I've forgotten it.
Well, while you think of the point, I'll tell you. I think that imagine that green tip of that comet on the big picture. Imagine that's a joss stick,
A joss
and you will
stick.
walk like a joss stick that you light, incense stick, right?
Okay, yeah.
And you walk along the room very slowly and take a picture. You might get that sort of smoke coming behind it, right? Because it's having time to sort of
Oh, that was my
percolate.
point. I remembered. Yeah. Okay. So comets spew out all that fucking gas out, and it comes out really fast. Um, they're saying for this gas to be produced in the way it is, including the anti-tail, the way that's being shot out as well, is like enormous. The whatever's inside this thing has to be like ridiculously powerful for it to shoot out at the speeds that they're doing.
Right.
Which is probably why this looks so weird. This gas trail.
It just
It
doesn't
is
look.
kind of weird how it spreads out like that, and then
Well, yeah. I mean,
it's
like
almost like I wonder if that's where it turned. Maybe that's where it turned.
maybe it looks like it's turned. It looks. Do you know? Do you ever watch the Red Bull Air Race when they got the trail?
Um, I've watched
You know,
I've watched a Red Bull race.
yeah, like they got the smoke coming up the back and stuff and blah blah blah, and they make a turn and then they go off somewhere else, and where they've now gone out of the frame, and that little turn they've made is still in the frame. It's like the smoke will just sit there until it dissipates, right? And that looks like that. It looks like it's done something at that moment, left that little bit behind, and it is still there, just floating about. It's weird.
This whole thing is weird. Should we? There's also.
Just to give you an idea of how radically different this image
Oh,
is,
yeah.
how
Okay.
different this object was captured by Mitsunori Tsumura on a
It looks like
half-meter
there's two of
telescope,
them.
which is very
It
large
does,
for
doesn't
an
it?
amateur astronomer telescope. And the reason I've included this one is because its resolution of the anti-tail is very impressive indeed. And by the way,
Unless that's
this
the
is at
anti-tail.
a distance of 300 million kilometers. The tail, if you can call it that, extends out to a distance of 5 million kilometers, whereas the sunward anti-tail, which is really apparent in this image, extends out to a distance of 1 million kilometers. And by the way, in case you're wondering what the hell that other object is, well, it's kind of interesting that we got it at this particular moment because that's a galaxy
Oh.
NGC 4454, which is a barred spiral galaxy located 123 million light years away. And even though it's that incredible distance. It was actually discovered in 1784 by astronomer William Herschel. All that having been said, this is a remarkable image. Now, in theory,
kind
and
of interesting how
incidentally,
it
this
lights up like
particular image
Gagzilla.
was captured by
Mm.
Peter
Have a
Carstbury.
look at that. Oh. Can we can't zoom in on it. I wish we could zoom in on these.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, you can see that tail. Like it also almost looks like it's kind of going upwards a little bit, like it's at an angle.
Mm. Why is that? Yeah, why is that doing that? It's like curved, isn't it? Well, having said that, I wonder if that's. I don't know how far away that is.
I think they said something like 300 million kilometers away or
That's
something
a
like that.
long way, man.
I could be wrong about what he said there. I can't remember if there was anything else I wanted to. Is that an interesting picture? Not really. I think people were trying to make out that this was a spaceship, but I think it was proven that this was just the shutter speed stretching the actual object out, like it does when it focuses on it, but then you see the stars like elongate. I think they're trying to imply, because like you see the stars like normal here, but then for some reason this. So it's kind of weird. It's almost like they focused on the stars and then this got elongated.
What's that bit on the bottom left that looks like it's going upwards then?
This
Those
here.
ones. Yeah, what's that?
Oh, I assume those are stars, but that is kind of weird looking.
It's like a teardrop shape, but it's going the wrong way. It's like
there's a couple of
that
them.
the camera's going down, right? And yet that image is going left to right. What the hell is that?
I wish I knew.
It's so space is so weird.
Okay, so this is apparently while people were talking about Free Atlas, the Pentagon dropped some more UFO footage as well.
Mm.
Okay, this first piece of footage, which is quite lengthy, I'm not going to show all of it to you, but it was submitted by the United States European Command, and it was a report of an unidentified anomalous phenomenon to Arrow, consisting of 7 minutes and 56 seconds of video footage from an infrared sensor aboard a U.S. military platform in 2022. Now, Arrow assessed with high confidence that the object depicted in the video is almost certainly, with a 95% likelihood, or perhaps even more than that, a balloon.
Whoa.
Arrow bases its assessment on the object's strong
morphological
consistency.
I would have said maybe it could have been a balloon until it did that thing then.
Right.
The way...
Do that again. Do that again.
Yeah, let me... Come on, go back. The way it did it like... Yeah, you can see... It looks like it almost revs up, speeds up a little bit. Come on. Oh, I think it does it right there. As it goes through the clouds. Oh, no.
Arrow bases its assessment.
Yeah, it almost looks like it pushes itself forward again. I wish there was a... Can I slow this down?
Do it at like...
Playback
what is
speed.
Yeah, yeah. Do a really
0.2.
tiny one. Let's see it. Because that's frame by frame here almost. Oh, there we go. This is cool. Whoa, did you see that?
Arrow bases its assessment on the object.
I'm not sure about the Dalek voice, but okay.
Shall I mute that? Hold on.
Yeah, mute. You need to go back when it jumps. It looks like it speeds up for a moment.
It does, doesn't it?
That like, part there, yeah, look.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what's that?
That's not a balloon. That's
what kind of a balloon?
That's definitely putting the pedal down.
Yeah, that
giving itself a little bit of a boost.
Now, what you might say, if you wanted to play devil's advocate there, you might say that at high altitude, you have crosswinds and currents, and air currents, and if you put a balloon even at ground level and a gust of wind takes it, then fine. But that looks really solid, and look at the clouds behind it. That's like
And
going
the fact it
along.
just stopped there as
Yeah,
well.
it's got weight to it, hasn't it?
It seems to have slowed. Oh, I
I
don't know
don't
if it,
know. I don't think that's
or
a
it's just.
balloon.
I
That's
think it's just
weird.
tracking with it now. I don't know the way it stopped then, and then carried on. Oh, it's going into a cloud. Right, why are you moving without it? What are you doing? Okay. And now it's sort of changed shape.
I get it.
It looks like it's got like it's like a solid white in the center, and then there's like this white circle around it. It's weird. But would a balloon come up like that? Just pure
Uh,
white?
Look, I mean, maybe the first thing, you can't tell how far away it is. I mean, if it went behind that cloud, we'd have a
I was gonna
better
say
idea.
they've redacted all of the numbers and stuff.
Well, that's even more annoying. Why do they do that?
I don't know.
It's just incriminating when they do stuff like that, isn't it? It's just annoying. Just put the data on there. Who cares? You know, what's the point?
Yeah, you
I
would
mean, that
think.
it kind of looks like a balloon at that moment where it's just kind of drifting. But earlier, it looked like it had purpose. It was like proper gunning it. Oh, man. Is that a tail coming off of it as well? What is
Yeah,
that?
that's what I mean. Like I feel like it's pushing itself forward.
Oh, it is. Look at it. Did you see that? It looks like, oh my God, it looks like it's in water. That almost looks like it's in water. Like, you know, when a fish swims or something's like a boat in water from a drone and
Yeah.
you see the wake. That's the word I'm looking for, the wake coming behind it. Look, as it turns, you see that's really hard to see though, isn't it? But so what are they saying that is officially? A balloon?
Um, I don't know what this guy said they said.
What do they say? We're saying they're saying.
I mean, we can listen to what he says.
Drifted into a different air current, which started to pull. Look,
go back and listen to it.
red road. I'm gonna out this. Okay, this first piece of footage, which is quite lengthy, I'm not going to show all of it to you, but it was submitted by the United States European Command, and it was a report of an unidentified anomalous phenomenon to Arrow, consisting of 7 minutes and 56 seconds of video footage from an infrared sensor aboard a U.S. military platform in 2022. Now, Arrow assessed with high confidence that the object depicted in the video is almost certainly, with a 95% likelihood, or perhaps even more than that, a balloon. Arrow based.
So they think it's a balloon.
Yeah, and I get that thing when he said about the air current could stop it and push it downwards. I get it, fine. But the way that it moved with that little wake at the back did look a bit weird.
Yeah. It probably is just a balloon.
Maybe,
but it
yeah.
is weird.
Yeah, there's plenty. Oh, we haven't. Listen, in a couple of weeks, we're going to do a new topic, and that is the satellite scam. Right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Are you with it? Are you with it?
I'm dubious.
What do we dubious?
Because some of the things that meme you posted,
Yeah.
like you said that they don't need maintenance and stuff. Yes, they do.
Well,
we've also seen them crash.
well, we have. Anyway, that meme was to do with the existence of them. I'm saying not about the existence of them. This is about the fact that. So when you do, you know, when you go. So if I go to the beach, and I'm at sea level,
Yeah.
all I see is sea and sky, and every star in the universe, and I do not have a signal. Right.
Yeah.
And people say stuff like, and I've heard this from, I won't even name names, but I know people that have said to me, oh yeah, my phone connects to a satellite. No, it doesn't. You couldn't rent that. It would cost too
No,
much.
you'd have to get a proper satellite phone for that.
Of course
But most Wi-Fi, most signal stuff isn't done through satellite anyway. It's all underground wires.
It's all done by masts. And if you do have a satellite, you have virtualization. So they're virtual satellites and it's triangulated because you can't rent a satellite just for your own phone. You wouldn't be able to do it. You'd have to point the right way all the time. And that's why, because we were saying, why don't you ever get a signal on the beach if it's a satellite phone? Well, it ain't a satellite phone. It's just the terminology people have got used to. But people who don't know about it literally think there's a satellite in space working their phone. Well, it's not true. And also, most of the stuff that they claim we're doing on satellites can be done on land. So why would you spend billions on a satellite when it's more efficient on land? And there's a whole conspiracy about money laundering, fake satellites going up so they can bank the money, and then they're doing it by masts anyway, and nobody can tell the difference. And it's very interesting. It's a very interesting topic. So
Okay,
I'd like
I can get into that, and maybe there's some evidence to them faking a few things. But like that meme that you posted, I'm just like, what? What? Like, what do you mean they don't need maintenance? Of course they fucking do. What do you mean they don't ever crash? Yes, they fucking do. We've seen them.
well, you've seen them on TV. You've never actually seen one.
Wow, okay, right. You make a good point. Because the reason I say that is because isn't that the excuse they use whenever we see like a UFO crash through the fucking.
Yeah,
They're like, oh no, that's just a Starlink satellite falling down. You know, they
exactly. Yeah,
don't last
yeah,
long.
yeah.
But they've been saying that about satellites for years. Like, they some of them don't last long. Like for example, the Juno satellite.
Yeah,
Apparently that's like due to like start fucking up soon. Like
right.
it's not built to last. So they were planning to drop it onto, is it Jupiter's, through Jupiter's atmosphere and crash it on the
Yeah,
surface to try and get more
just to see
data.
what's going on in there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because obviously the satellite was going to become non-functional eventually. So like,
Yes.
so these satellites do fuck up. They do need maintenance. They don't last forever.
Hmm.
Um, but this brings me into a little segue about what I wanted to talk about anyway. Do we
Okay.
have collective amnesia, or are we collective retarded? Because, right, I've noticed this.
Collectively special.
I've noticed this over the past few months when it comes to AI stuff and when it comes to UFO stuff. They're always like, oh, this video came before they had AI. This came before we had AI. AI can't do this. And I'm like, they've just changed the word. It wasn't
Yeah,
AI a few years ago. It was
I know.
CGI. This was
Yes,
all CGI. This has to
yes.
be CGI.
I know.
Um, and it's sort of and I think, but that it's basically the same thing. CGI is
Well,
AI. It's a computer generated image. It come from a computer. No person made this image.
I am going to suggest a third option, as I
Yeah.
like to do on this show. Um, so we've got the amnesia, okay, and we've got the retardedness, okay, and, and we're like
We're
flitting
bringing
between
the
the two.
word back.
We're bringing the word back. Well, whatever. This is true. So I feel like there's somewhere in between, which is to do with communication. And I genuinely feel like when I was growing up, obviously I'm about 217 years older than you, Tony, but
Yeah.
when I was growing up, stuff that came into the news kind of percolated for a long time. So like people used to talk about news events, what literally years after they happened, because it was a big deal at the time.
Yeah.
What I find's happened now is that we're so oversaturated by information that stuff gets kind of, you scroll past and you forget you've seen it, you know? I mean, even now, like I'll do Wordle every day, and within 2 minutes I've forgotten what the word is I just guessed because there's more information coming in about something else, or there's a lot going on. And I see it on TikTok with people that are pretty young people, like maybe in their 20s, maybe, and they're talking about the stuff we're talking about, and they're like, oh, this video's just resurfaced, what could it mean? And I'm like, hang on, that was like, we already debunked that like 10 years ago. What are you doing? And obviously it might be just clickbait or whatever, but I think
Yeah.
you're right. There's this, they've just forgotten what happened before, because they've not had a chance to see what happened before, because everything in the world is completely oversaturated with information. That's my theory. And also, parents and children communicate in a different way now than they did in the past. And it wasn't like, like in the past, it was you either had the BBC News or your mum and dad. That was
Mm.
it. Whereas now there are so many influences and influencers that there's this disconnect. And I think that's why people are worried a lot about this radicalization stuff, where people end up in crazy groups of whatever, and they get misled or misinformation, disinformation, and it's a complete minefield. And there are people talking about our topics, and you're listening to them, and they've got a lot of views and a lot of likes, and people like going, "Oh, what could this be?" And you're like, "This is old news, man." And I
Yeah.
remember this like happening, like say it was something in the 2000s or whatever, and they're like, it's as if they've just been landed on Earth, and like, oh, there's this thing. What could it be? And there's these whole groups about it. Sign up to my course to find out, what it is. I just think the communication's gone, because I think we're bombarded by too much information overload.
I agree with you on some of that. I think the whole short form content is fucking awful. Like
Yes.
it's whenever you send me a reel and it's like 2 minutes long, and they'll make 2 points about something, make some wild claim, and then it's
Yeah.
over, and I'm like, you gotta give me more than that. Like, what the fuck are you talking? It's like that one that you sent me the other day where the guy's talking about all the tides of the moon and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And he
yeah.
makes a wild claim that the Black Sea has no tides at all.
Yeah,
And
and it was a full time.
I just accepted that he said that. I accepted
Yeah,
it and carried on with the video, carried on with the reel. And I made my points on why I wasn't sure about it. But then
yeah,
I went and googled I googled why does the Black Sea not have tides? And
yeah.
it's like, no, the Black Sea does have tides. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is this guy talking about then?
That is exactly to the point, then, isn't it? Because when you look at that guy, he's probably got 100 and odd thousand followers. He's probably making a living off of TikTok or whatever. And yet he's just spouting out rubbish that you can fact check in about 3 seconds, which makes a mockery of when you see something that could be actually genuine.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
most people just say, oh, it's AI.
that's why I think a lot of people are pissed off with James.
Right, yeah,
I
right.
think he's I think he's quit. I think he's ended his the last video I saw go up was 4 days ago. He said it was something like explaining everything and then signing off, and there's nothing since.
Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm guessing the whole thing was a whole scam,
Well,
which
let me throw a spanner in the works here. Imagine you're James for a moment,
yeah.
and imagine you do this series of videos, whether real or not, about this tube. And you know the bit when he said that people were like turning up at his work and whatever,
Yeah, and to his parents' work and
and
stuff
to
like that.
yeah, like, and it was all getting a bit much. I feel like
A woman?
if I was like doing a series of videos and people started turning up and it was getting a bit heated, the last thing I would do is post a video saying, I'm now going to piss everybody off, because there are some crazy people out there. Surely he would just go dark side or whatever. Why make it worse? Because he's
It is
basically
kind of
said,
weird. Yeah, I
here's,
think he
here's where
had
I
to
live.
come
Come
clean
and get me.
because if that is the case, if people were actually showing up at his parents' house and his parents have told him to stop, coming clean
Yeah.
probably was the best decision to make. But it is
I mean,
I
surely
it's
you just.
weird because the blue I can't get over the blue light
Oh no, it was wrong, wasn't it?
because that flashlight that he shows was not the same fucking light.
Yeah. Who
No
was
fucking
levitating?
shot.
Who was levitating it live?
No fucking and he says it was on the whole time, which is bullshit
No,
as
no, it was
well.
not. You would have seen the reflection in the freaking tube.
Yeah. Uh,
Anyway, I just think the last thing I would do is, if I found out I was doing some wacky hoax and that people started turning up at my workplace, I would just go dark side. I'm not going to make it worse by saying, "Oh, you've travelled all the way from Texas to check on my well-being. By the way, it was a joke. Haha." You just wouldn't do it. It's just weird.
Do you know what
I
I've
thought
done?
he just made it
For the
worse.
last half an hour, I've had the whole "what is this" thing on my screen instead of
But
actually showing the footage and you know.
oh, really?
I mean,
Oh,
we've been talking, so it's fine, but like, no one else is going to know what the hell we've been talking about or seen what we've been looking at. Oh
well,
my god,
it,
I'm getting so bad at this. What is going on?
it's getting so bad. You're supposed to improve over time, right?
I
um,
apologize, everyone.
right, go on. So put it on the screen. Well, to be
It's
fair,
on the
we've only
screen now. It's just,
yeah, we've been looking at this grey
let me
orb for
mute it.
months now, it seems. But there.
Well,
Oh, what's that?
there was the whole. They didn't even get to see the whole
Oh,
Freon
they didn't
Atlas.
see.
There we
Oh, I'm
go.
so sorry.
So there was
So
the comet. That's what we were talking about with the comet.
bad.
Jesus.
Yeah, and I'm saying
Um,
that looks like
there's the
smoke.
one where it looks like it's two objects, but apparently that's actually a galaxy.
No, it's not. What?
That
A
right there.
galaxy?
That right there is apparently a galaxy.
Which galaxy?
He did say it. What did he say?
Oh, go on then, because we can look this up quite easily.
Really apparent in this image extends out to a distance of 1,000,000 kilometers. And by the way, in case you're wondering what the hell that other object is, well, it's kind of interesting that we got it at this particular moment because that's a galaxy NGC 4454, which is a barred spiral galaxy located 123 million light years away. And even
What did he say it was called again? Say it again. NG.
interesting that we got it at this particular moment because that's a galaxy NGC 4454, which is a bar
4454.
Got it. I'm looking at it. It's in the Virgo constellation, and it is. Well, it doesn't look like that. Okay. Why is it on its? What did he turn around for the photo? Oh, all right, all right. Let's click on it, see if I can get some more information. It doesn't look that. Looks
Send me the
very
link.
weird.
Send me the link.
That,
I'll
do you
put it
know what
up on
that looks
screen.
like? It looks like a portable wormhole. You know the ones they use in you know what Obi-Wan uses in the Clone Wars, right? When he's got that little thing and the ship goes in it and shoots off, like it's like round with the blob in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that.
That's a warp drive.
A warp drive. There you are. I feel like penguins,
think
that little
it's-
fish
I
on the
think- I think- I
Wi-Fi,
think
you know.
I think they call it a star drive, something like that. Probably.
Carol Vorderman.
What you want?
That's very, very odd, isn't it? Okay, well, fair enough then. Okay, and the other thing we were looking at is this orb going along.
Driving along.
Which,
Yeah. This orb.
there's the orb.
Which Alex seems to think it's from Bedknobs and
Which
Broomsticks.
they
bobbing
think
along.
they're claiming it's a balloon. It probably is a balloon, but it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen high altitude stuff going pretty fast, and it does. Well, that's weird. It's weird, isn't it? It's very bright, isn't it?
Extreme.
So there's another one as well. Is that a balloon doing that? Going that quick?
I can't even see what that is.
Right here.
Oh, that. Nah, that's a tadpole, isn't it? What? No, that's not a balloon.
You don't think that's a balloon?
That's flailing around. What's it doing like that?
But then why is it doing that weird, like, up and down, round? That's what I always find weird about these orbs whenever we see these, like, orbs that are being seen everywhere. They're always doing these weird maneuvers, going, like, why are they doing that? Why wouldn't they just go straight in a straight direction? Why are they doing all these weird turny stuff?
Because they're hunting.
Hunting for what?
Microbes. That if you ever see swifts in the sky, birds,
Yeah.
that's what they do. That's what they look like. They're eating grubs in the sky, and that's what they're doing. They're eating space worms.
Refueling.
That's what they're doing. That look, they're going. There's another one. Nom nom nom. There's another one.
Fucking
Yum yum yum
Pac-Man.
yum. I think that's eating a space worm. That's a creature eating a space worm. That is my theory.
Creature eating a space worm. Oh, another one.
That is what the hell is that?
That looks like an orb. That doesn't
What's
look
this?
like a balloon. That's got an aura.
That is not a balloon. No, I don't think that's a balloon. Whoa, that's weird. That looks metallic. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Got the
it's
sun
kind of
reflecting off
oddly
it.
shaped as well. And the way that's moving. Yeah, that's not a balloon. No fucking way that's a balloon.
I don't know what it is anymore. I don't know anything anymore.
No fucking shot that's a balloon. That
It's
first one might have been a balloon.
Yeah, first one
but
might
the
have been.
rest definitely not.
Nice. Yeah.
But it's also like, why would a balloon be out there? I mean, wouldn't it have like popped or like, I don't know. I never, when you launch a balloon up into the sky, I always see it eventually just fall down. It just drops. It doesn't always stay up in the air. I don't know. It's weird.
Well, look, the other thing is, it depends what sort. But when you think about balloon, we're not just talking like a party balloon, are we? They're talking about either a weather balloon or
I
something that's a
guess
little.
that is true. They are.
Yeah, it's not like a helium balloon that's just going to go pop. It's. Have you ever seen a weather balloon? They're pretty sturdy. But again, that seems more orb-like to me. A little bit like that thing you showed me a couple of weeks ago, the one that was the silver one,
Yeah.
the going on in the sky. It looks a little bit like that. Hard to see on this as well with this resolution and the black and white heat signature camera. Is you want to see it in color really to get some sort of idea.
This one. This one. This reminds me of James's thing.
Well, that should, yeah, you can't tell because of the frame rate. That's annoying, isn't it?
Hold
But it
on,
does look the same size.
I'm just trying to skip back to where it starts, and then I can just press play because I've got it on 25 times. All right.
When is this? June 29th, 2020.
Yeah, this was in Hungary.
Let's see it go along. Where is it?
It's coming in down here.
Oh, there, that. Oh, I know what that is. It's a COVID delivery capsule.
But it does look like a tube. Very metallic tube looking thing.
Yeah, it does look a bit like a tube, doesn't it?
Which is probably where James got the idea from, to be fair.
Trains in space.
What's weird as well is the path it takes through the clouds.
Yeah, that's weird. So they're zooming in, yeah. I can't see it anymore. Where's it gone?
It's because I've got it on such slow speed. It's coming in down here now.
Oh, okay. And are you saying it goes into the cloud?
Well, it's obviously behind the cloud right now because we can't see it. Well, they're saying it's there, and then it. I feel like it pops out. I still can't see it.
I can't see it.
So I don't know how they know it's. Like, I can't. How are they seeing it? How are they following that? I don't know. That's not me.
Wait, are they not just describing something about the edge of that cloud?
It's because I've got it on slow speed. Hold on. Playback. Normal.
Oh, there it is. I see it now. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, I saw it.
That the processing, although it kind of looked like a cylinder at first, I thought that the processing speed of the camera was unable to completely resolve it, and so it was this streak across the image rather than an actual cylinder.
So
however, you're going to see here in just a moment that when we get a really good close-up on this thing, it's obviously not a streak being generated by the speed of the object and the camera's ability to resolve it. No, the camera's doing a great job of resolving something that is obviously a cylinder moving through the clouds. This is a remarkable piece of footage. Again, whatever this thing is, it is moving insanely fast through the sky. It has to be a hypersonic missile of some kind. If it were a missile, why would somebody be firing a hypersonic missile over Hungary in 2020? Maybe something that went off course in the Ukraine war, although I can't imagine something going hundreds and hundreds of kilometers off course without generating a serious response from NATO. So once again, fascinating, this cylindrical object passing through the clouds at
just
hypersonic
probably because of the
speed.
distance. But would you say that's the same size as the Jane things, or is that way bigger?
I think it looks bigger to me. I think it looks bigger, and I mean, obviously it's bright as well, so that can
Jen
make
and Ed's
it appear to look bigger. I don't know. I don't know.
Bubble jumper.
Oh, that one was weird. This one that comes down here then. And it goes off and it turns. That wasn't a balloon. What else have I got? Did you see the Giza party thing? The AI wrote the light show.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Oh, have you seen that guy that recorded stuff outside of Lockheed Martin?
Oh no, I've not seen that. Show me that.
Let me just mute it. So this guy, like, the whole like start of the video is him like arriving outside Lockheed Martin.
What is that?
Setting up a camp. This is like this sort of like pillar thing, and then it's like this object on top, and apparently this thing is like turning around.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's like they're beaming down to that rock cluster, aren't they? Whatever that is.
Well, that pillar, that eventually goes into the ground. That will lower down. So like this thing is sitting on top of this pillar thing.
Oh. Oh, I see. So that's not like smoke or something. That's actually
that's a solid object. I thought it was like a beam at first when I saw the thumbnail
or
of
trail.
it.
Yeah.
Because it does. I think because of the heat of the desert makes it look like a.
Yeah, it's shimmering, isn't it?
Yeah.
What the hell is that then?
I reckon this is probably one of the Lockheed's. What did they call it? That triangular drone thing.
I know, but why does it need to stand on that weird spike?
That I do not know.
What is the purpose of that big spike? And is that spike perpendicular, like going up, or is it on an angle? And why?
It was at an angle. Now it's upright, and now it's going down. It's lowering right now.
What?
And that blue light in the center as well is kind of interesting as well.
Is it gone?
Yeah,
Wait, is the whole thing
the whole
down?
finger's lowered down. Yeah, it's
It
gone
didn't
into the
shrink,
ground.
it just lowered.
It's just lowered into the ground. And then someone comes and picks it up in a minute as well.
How big is it?
Well, look at those boxes in front. They don't look very those boxes don't look very big, and that thing.
Oh wait, there's a car. Okay, so it's as big as a car, bigger than a car.
Yeah. But so this lorry comes as well, this flatbed lorry.
This is the weirdest footage I've seen in a while. What is this? How did he get this?
This was ages ago as well. This was. Oh, apparently this was only a month ago. I know the person who uploaded this was a month ago, but the original video I think was from a few years ago.
How did he get in such close proximity to get that
He's
footage?
really far away, and someone does come and like watch him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that lorry goes in,
As well.
and then now
there
that
it is.
truck's got it.
Well, that's just an experimental vehicle, right?
You would think. It does sort of look like one of their triangular drone things that they've been working on.
What is it? Why is it sitting on that yellow spike? What's it? It loves sitting on spikes. Look, what's it? It's on that yellow one now.
Yeah, and it's just that thing as well. It's not like dead center to hold the whole weight up either. It's just on the
Oh,
end.
what's that? Oh, that's his tent. That's a tortoise. What?
Yeah, he made a friend, tortoise. But then some guy comes and basically drives up towards him, sits on the road, and just stares at him for a while.
What
But we
is?
don't know what's happened to this guy.
Oh, he's probably.
The person who uploaded this video says they're gonna like keep an eye and see if they can
Right.
find the guy still. But he hasn't uploaded anything since uploading this, apparently.
That's the end of him then. That was the.
What else have I got? Oh, so you saw the Egyptian Giza AI pyramid thing. Have you seen the
Yeah.
K-pop Demon Hunters one?
I don't remember.
Uh,
I don't remember.
I probably should mute this because of the music. Probably get me fucking.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. We don't want to hear that anyway.
Why is it not letting me seek? Do I need to refresh it?
Perhaps it's because it's like.
There we go.
Oh, I see. Are they're drones? Yeah.
Apparently, I thought it was drone show.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, that's mad. I mean, well, look, if you
Hold
think
on,
about
should
it,
we skip through some of it? Like,
all they're doing is upscaling what we can already do, right?
yeah,
So think of it this way: if a drone is a pixel,
you just put enough drones together.
yeah, you just all they're doing there is like an 8-bit computer game. So eventually, it will be proper res.
Did I show you that video where they had like thousands of drones just like ready to go whenever they wanted? Like you saw them all just launch at the same time as well.
Oh yeah. It's like a drone farm, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was mad. It was really scary, actually.
I've got some other drone stuff to show you in a sec as well. The new police drone.
I mean, that is very cool. But when you look at the actual technicality of it, it's just only you're just giving each drone coordinates, you're programming it in. You know, the software to do that to help as well. You probably just paint these characters, and each pixel gets a certain amount of information. It's very cool.
I mean, this is
But
pretty
the res
cool.
is low. That
I
res is low.
Yeah, I feel like the Giza one, the pyramid one, was definitely
Do you
better.
know what's weird? This is
Although
a
that
weird.
was really done really well. How they're using like the spaces to fill in the gaps for the shadows and stuff, which I think is.
Well, I think this, as spectacular as it is, do you not think it already looks like we're going to look back on this and say it looks dated?
Mm,
Just looks like
I
it looks like 8-bit. It looks like you're playing on a spectrum. I just feel like we're so used to reses increasing that look at that face. I mean, like it's just pixels, right?
I mean, yeah, you wouldn't think that was an actual god from space, would you?
No,
You'd know exactly what that was.
exactly. We've got a long way to go.
Yeah, I do think the Giza pyramid one was more compelling than this. I
But
mean,
what I find
I can bring that one up actually.
what's more interesting to me is the fact that these ones you're showing me now are publicly available technology.
Yeah.
That's the difference. You know, I see loads of comments online, by the way. What do you think of this? You see a video go up and someone will say, oh, this must be like fake because, you know, we don't even have that sort of resolution at the moment or da da da. And they're talking about stuff you can just go and buy in Argos. I mean, they don't even consider for a moment that our military might have better kit. You know.
Oh, I don't think this is the right one. Hold on, let me get back on there. Let me try and find that again then. Giza pyramid. Let's add it. Right.
Are they three-dimensional images, by the way? Like, can you view them from all around, or is it just from a certain viewpoint that they work? That's cool.
I mean, that looks more real, doesn't it?
That's pretty good. That, yeah, but that's not. They're not drones, are they? That's just that's a screen. Right?
I'm
That's
so
not...
confused by this now, actually, because I'm sure I saw a video where it was like it's like this, but then
Right.
you still see that AI person come out on top of it.
Oh,
But
right.
that doesn't look like that here now.
No, that's not it.
Looks like there's a giant fucking screen there now. So this must be a different thing.
No, that's a
Well, I'm
screen.
sure I've seen a combination of these two together,
Okay.
which is kind of weird. Oh, the police drone. Which I think is kind of crazy about this police drone.
It's like, I'm looking at that thing, I'm trying to figure out where it is in relation to the tree, I'm worried about crashing it, and here, just don't give a fuck. Just telling it to do is go
Holy
forward.
shit, it's just doing all that on its own?
It's
Doing all that
weaving
on
through
its
the
own. Now I'm
trees
gonna
on
go
its
backwards,
own.
I can't even look where I'm going,
Oh,
right?
wow, cool.
And it's
All
just
he
gonna
has
weave
to
its
do is
way
push
through,
forward
keep
on
itself
the
safe.
thing, and the drone will work out where it needs to go on its own.
So Pathfinder
Comes up to the tree wall here,
Yeah.
it'll find its way through that gap. And this is just a
I
huge
wish-
difference of what it's like to fly a drone, right? Like normally, the normal experience of...
Say again.
I wish they would use the same technology that this guy's got in his hand on the Age of Empires villagers. Because they can't find their way through anything.
Yeah. It is kind of weird how all of these things, including like all these robots have great pathing, but the villagers on AoE can't even get around a fucking trade card.
Drones have sensors and villagers don't. They're just like, well, stupid.
I didn't know that Amazon have had Rumba robots in their warehouses for years.
Oh, what is that?
Well, you know what a Rumba is, don't you?
Well, I don't know what the context is,
Well,
really.
a Rumba
but...
is one of those little robot cleaning things that go around the floor.
Yeah.
So Amazon have these like bigger sized Rumbas that lift heavy crates and stuff and move them around and stuff.
No, yeah, I've seen that.
I didn't know they existed. I think is it this one. These fucking things. I didn't know they fucking existed, and they've had them for years apparently.
Yeah, and they just go straight to where they're needed, and they just the whole thing's automated. It's weird.
It's kind of crazy. Apparently they've got they've got their millionth robot now.
It's
1
kind of
million robots already Amazon
That's
has.
a lot of robots. Are
I
they
mean,
still?
they can't really do much, but that's still a lot of robots. What was that, sorry?
Are they still delivering by drone and stuff?
I'm kind of wondered what happened with that. Isn't that like... I find it kind of strange that Amazon and these other delivery companies were like pushing the whole drone delivery system thing. And then it almost went dead silent for like a couple of years. And then all of a sudden we had all these drone sightings all over Europe and all over America and all over like the New Jersey drone stuff. And I was just like thinking, and whenever someone posts a drone, I was like, oh my God, what's this? What's this? And like, wouldn't it just be a delivery drone? Or did they just not go ahead with any of that?
I don't know anything about it, but the only thing I do know is there was this drone doing deliveries for something, and whoever was living nearby was getting so annoyed with it that they shot it out of the sky. And I also think that legislation caught up, and I'm not sure how the rules work or the permits. So, like, if you see a drone going along, can you tell if it's a delivery drone or a civilian or whatever? I don't know how it works with airspace. So probably you should look it up, really, because it was a cool idea that you get your stuff delivered by drone well quick.
Yeah,
But I don't know how it works with airspace and traffic control, and I don't know.
maybe that was the big problem, the whole
Maybe.
airspace control and whatnot.
Yeah, and then you had all those controversies where people were flying drones into like famous people's penthouses and stuff and all that business, or trying to get a glimpse of XYZ or whatever it is. Because you need like some sort of a license to fly a drone now, don't you? It's only a primitive thing, but you need some sort of registration to fly a drone. And I guess in certain countries it's even more stringent. I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't. Yeah, I think you do need
Piracy Prevention Act.
you do need a flyer's permit with a drone, don't you? I think, but
Right.
you can fly them pretty much anywhere. There's no restrictions on where you can fly them. I don't think, other than like unrestricted airspace. But
I don't know.
because I've seen a few clips where some guy has been flying his drone over like factories and stuff, and the police have come and asked him what he's doing, and he's really adamant, like after showing his ID and stuff, like that he's allowed to do what he's doing, and the police are like, but why are you doing this? He's like, because I want to fly my drone over here. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, it says here, look, it says in the UK, you must fly drones below 120 meters to keep them in sight, and you're not allowed to fly over crowds, and you must stay at least 50 meters away from uninvolved people unless your drone has a C1 class mark.
What does uninvolved mean?
I think but basically what it means is if you're in a field flying a drone and there's people like at a party or doing something, you're not allowed to go interfere with them, maybe. Never fly over crowds. You're not
I feel
allowed
like
near
that's
airports.
kind of a hard one to enforce, right?
Well, this is my point. So I wonder if it's a blanket ban now. You just don't do. If you see a drone, you're going to get stopped.
Maybe that's what happened then. Maybe that's why we didn't get drone deliveries that didn't pop off like we expected. But there was something I just remembered I wanted to show you. This was the video that showed me the Rumba robots. The title of the video is How Amazon Replaced an Entire Workforce with Robots, but I don't think that's true. I think they also use cats.
Operations network.
Do you see that
In
cat
several
there?
of its newest
What the hell? What?
Hold on.
Oh, wait. What's that doing in there?
Right there.
Oh, wow, that's bad. That could end up in a box.
Yeah, that's in an Amazon warehouse. There's just a cat there. And when was this? This was 9 days ago.
Yeah, that's bad. How did that get there?
I was wondering that
Hey,
as
show
well.
it again.
There he is. There he is. Tabby cat.
Unbelievable. I mean, parcel will be covered in cat hair. Jesus.
Yeah. And it's weird how it goes out of sight behind this frame here. Like, I'd be worried if it got up onto any of this here. This looks like it'd be dangerous.
They look for the cat for sure, yeah.
Yeah. But I found that kind of funny. Is there anything else I should show you? I mean, we could go over... I feel like we need a whole episode for the Joe Rogan, Jesse Michaels one.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we need like 4 hours to go over that because there is so much.
That's going to be a long one, yeah.
But I don't really have anything else then. That's pretty much it.
Well, I'm pretty happy with that. I quite like the all of that is pretty interesting. I'd like to do a deep dive on some of the military footage of unexplained phenomenon. We could do that at some point. Oh, by the way, you can't legally shoot down a drone in the UK, even if it's flying over your property. If you do, you risk criminal charges for criminal damage and aviation offences, with penalties including hefty fines and up to 10 years imprisonment. Wow.
I mean, it would make sense. Like, shooting down a drone is probably going to cause more damage than the drone just being
Yeah,
there.
for sure. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But it's interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
It is kind of interesting. So, like, if we had an invasion of drones, so all those new jet, I wonder if America has the similar type of law. So, like, they
Yeah, it
couldn't
says
shoot
no
down
shooting.
those New Jersey
Shooting
ones.
down drones is illegal under US federal law.
Oh wait, there was. Did we look at the one? Oh wait. Was it? Oh, that's a weird story. We should go over that as well in a bit. Oh, I don't have it. I don't think there was a video of a couple of orbs, and it's
Right.
really far away. So they're like two little like tiny dots.
Yeah.
But from the bottom dot, you see other orbs coming out of it, like just
Oh, really?
going down, and then out of nowhere, that light just explodes. Like,
Oh.
we don't know if it got shut. The title of the video, I think, was like it exploded, but it sort of looks like it got shut down.
Mm.
I'll try and find that video again for the next episode, because that one was
Yeah.
really interesting. Because at first I was like, it's just another bunch of orbs, blah blah blah, and then
Yes.
when you see it explode, you're like, what the fuck just happened? So very interesting.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, that's a wrap.
Yeah,
And enjoyed having the fish in the bowl with us today.
the beaky.
The
Like and subscribe.
like and subscribe, everybody. It's
And
getting better.
Please
We will get
hit the
better.
like
We
and
will
subscribe
we'll
button.
fix the audio, and I will remember to actually show what we're watching.
Awesome. Well played. GG.
Right. Bye.
Bye.